Good morning.
To you.
And how do you do?
Hi.
You know, Tammy, what's her name? Tammy Chin. And she have this song which she sing to us every morning. Good morning to you. And how do you do?
Tea-tie-toe, all in a row, dirty drunk crow. Oh.
Morning, everyone.
That sounds horrible.
No,
You'll never get it.
No, like I have this.
Amari would be ashamed.
No, I have this thing where I am good at harmonizing. So it's the case where you want to like lead and then I'm
Harmonizing?
Yeah.
You know what harmony means?
Yes.
What does harmony mean?
To add better sound to an original thing.
Don't say, but my arm scratch me.
Alright,
My
so
arm scratch me, so don't never use good at.
you think that that's something I want to prank camera?
But me the sun like up on it.
Okay.
Okay.
The day that we start it, if your arm scratch you,
Man, okay, I'm using by 10 o'clock.
you carry roll on?
No, I don't do that.
You carry
I
cologne?
carry stinking arm.
I was just asking if you carry.
I said I carry stinking arm.
And that's
if you walk
fine.
with them something. You see
That's
some
fine.
people walk with them bag, them lotion, them body spritz,
It's not because I'm thinking, or maybe they just like
them
smelling good.
BOI.
No.
Them have a high BO.
It's horrible.
Them body ripe.
So everybody who walk with cologne,
Yes.
deodorant, them smell bad.
Them have a BOI. Them BOI. No, them not smell bad. Them just know say them BOI.
So them have to try counteract it
I
throughout
have
the
to
day.
take it in hand. You have to take it up in hand. Everybody has to take it up in hand.
Oh God. You think you have people out there who have to use the deodorant like 3 or 4 times throughout the day if you keep it down?
Maybe Marsha.
Jesus God. You know, you ever have one of those, especially during your high school days, you ever have one of those
God,
days?
the boy them, Jesus. And then they used to use the cheapest and the stinkiest of cologne.
Look here, me now even pretend. I remember I had a really, you know, throughout high school, anytime you have one of those moments, that stick with you for life. Like when we used to have bad acne. But to the point about the other, I remember one day I go school and a friend said to me, "No man, Burke, you never man for use and roll on."
Jesus Christ!
This was in 8th grade.
Yeah, but that should have stayed in for life.
No, you know, I mean, really embarrassed.
See the big ass stinker school?
We never big and stink. It was just a
That
bad
one
day.
day.
No, it was a one day. But the thing is that me used to go school and ramp from early. So me used to
What
go.
age? 8th grade? No, sir.
So I used to go to school and play money football.
I would have never talked to you.
That's fine. That's fine. We used to play money football, marble, and whatever. The teacher come out of the class. Used to play this volleyball thing over the
you
deck.
was one of them like a frisky boy. They were run up and down or something.
Yeah, not say me do sports at school, but me used to love ramp. During the earlier.
So turkey.
Yeah, but did I think about that?
Of course,
Yeah,
I was. I used to frown on people like that, like when I see them a play on them, so I said, lad.
So what you used to do at school, like if a teacher
sit and read my book.
Oh, which part that bring in life now?
Okay.
You just miss out on life. I mean,
What do you mean miss out on life?
You're fresh out of primary school in a grade 8 or grade 7.
That's not fresh, that's 1 year.
I mean, please.
That's not fresh.
You're 13,
First
14.
of all, when I was in primary school, I was not that type to run up and down and play.
Oh, you just never like played.
I hardly played. I hardly went outside at home. I hardly played at school. I was just always doing things like organizing stuff.
I sound like a boring child.
I'm not so like a productive child.
I mean,
I wish my son would come just like wouldn't the world be a better place?
No. One
So
more Fabian in the world would just be like.
So you think your world would be a better place with your pitney?
I never said that.
First of all, your pitney nose like a big. Very big. Unless I get
wait, say that again, confidently.
Unless you get a mother whose nose is very tiny.
It doesn't matter.
Balance it out to a medium
It doesn't matter. I'm not here talking about
but your pitney nose like a jumbo size.
And that's fine. more oxygen for that child. People with big nose tend to live longer because they
Where you hear that?
It's scientifically proven. Because their lung function better because they have gotten more oxygen over the years. First of all, nobody who contract COVID with a big nose has died. And these people out here with them small taking nose.
So that's why you wrote out that spread COVID with a big nose and breathe in the air, extra air.
Ah, God, because your lung capacity is at greater. Yeah, man, some people with big nose, big up on yourself. Alright, so on the point of school, what I want to talk about this morning, before Fabian talk about people, is whether or not school actually plays a major role in what you become in life or overall work, like your work life.
First of all, which aspect of school, which stage of school?
I would talk about maybe grade 11 and university.
Oh, well, grade 11 does. I think grade 11 plays a major role. University does too. Because clearly you would have been at a stage in life where you can choose what you want to do, so you know, well, hopefully, and then you don't know which direction you go. But I believe from grade 6 comes straight up, grade 6 comes straight up to about 3rd form, totally irrelevant.
Oh, well, I have a different view on it, especially now. Like, one of the things I'm now realizing is that school, for the most part, does mean that you're trainable, both in terms of like CXC and then you going on to the like CAPE and university, because especially now
in terms of it means you're trainable, or it actually trains you.
It just means you're trainable in that I think when an employee will see employer will see on your thing that, oh, you went to UE or whatever, them can be like, okay, I guess this person has some sense, let me give them a shot. Because when you truly get the job, it's really, for the most part, not what you'd have learned in school.
Yeah, but that's when you detour from what you're doing. Like,
not necessarily.
Yes, because for example me, I did POB and I did accounts, and I do believe those played major roles in...
But when you go on workplace now, I think them have the principles in of itself, and I guess it's in the name, the principles of itself would still be...
It would apply.
But then you realize that they have a whole different system.
Not necessarily, because
so
accounts is pretty standard. It's just that people have personalized system, but accounts is the same profit and loss, income statement, and so anywhere you go. Plus, it has helped me a lot in my personal business, like for budget and them stuff. So I think that like some aspects of school, and especially if you know what you want, it can be beneficial. Otherwise, I just think says a waste of time. Like maths to me, you could have stopped at addition and subtraction and multiplication, because the rest of them don't really like them. Integral, what name?
Yeah, there are some things in maths. Like, I really think, especially now with the issue with kids have to stay home and do all of these subjects and do all of these classes. I think now is the time where them really need to decide and try to encourage youngsters to identify what it is that they want to be in life and actually start, I don't know, this lollipop.
But I think their reasoning is that they want to expose you to everything so you can make an informed decision.
I don't know if I'm for that. Honestly, I don't think I'm for that. I think you have
but how you gonna know what you want to do? If you don't know what's out there. Like for example me, I wasn't exposed like.
But you have a lot of persons who would have been exposed to several things, chose a particular part, go university, get masters, get degree, and then at the same time, this is not what you want to do.
Yeah,
so my point really is that I think there is merit in just specializing from an early age. Like for me, I think that if you're like...
When you specialize, if you like for example doctors, remember, are even media practitioners. So yes,
while the communication subjects.
Yeah, but I say once you're exposed to everything, they open you up to everything, but you should still have a specialty. So like doctors, you're open to being a general practitioner, but at the end of the day, you still have to choose whether you want to go in pediatrics.
Okay, but that I can understand and accept, because at the end of the day, the general would be still within the science field. But if you say, oh, you want want to be a doctor and you have pick me a school, I do POB, POA,
yeah, but man,
history, literature,
no,
why?
But alright, so even a doctor doing POB and POA, it's still necessary because doctors do handle their business. Them still open businesses. So how is it that they can manage their books even being a medical doctor? So
I don't think you necessarily need to do them something they're soft enough to manage books though. You think that,
really?
Yes, you think that all of the best business persons would have had to do these subjects?
No, but they would hire people, and the best business people have a wide knowledge of these areas,
and
so that they can know people when them are rapping.
Sure, but you can't have knowledge of these things without spending so much money and paying all of these subjects.
No, nobody not tell us if we go study it in a university, but we're saying during like your high school years, being exposed to a wide variety of things, that's why it helps you to get an understanding and appreciation of different aspects, so that when you're doing your own specialty in life, you can know have an informed decision as to why this is done, how this is done. It may not be something you specialize in per se, but you can understand. So nobody not gonna rob you, and you can know say,
I get that, but I don't know if that is very serving. Like,
so for example, me know say me no want be one carpenter or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then in a school you have some people who do
building technology and woodwork
and them something there. For me, to me, I know me don't want to do it, but like I would have been happy if Woolworths did offer that, because right now I want to do a shelf. If somebody charge me blood clot $5,000 for do a shelf and it upset me, I can just go knock up one shelf myself.
I get that, but here's my thing, right? When you think about like a factory and how it operates, you put people on a particular level in terms of you say, oh, you are do all of this, and you make things run smooth and fast. My point is this: if it is that you can identify from a particular point in your life, say this is what you want to do, and you have people, instead of media school, I mean, no, I want to be a doctor, I do history, literature, and all of these things, and you just have me, I do my chemistry, my physics, and something, and especially if I'm not really strong in them, and I can dedicate and devote more time to it, it would have served me better. So instead of me getting a 3 or a 2 in this, I can ace it, and I would have just, you know, you have, and then this thing where you need kids.
Your brain confused, so like you have to focus on one thing. Maybe you can't multitask.
I don't think it's a case of I can't multitask. It's just a case where if I was given the opportunity to focus on one particular thing that I need to do, I could do it better. I wouldn't have to be stretching myself.
So
and
what
the same thing in
about
workplace.
options? What about options?
I'm not saying option is a bad thing. I'm just saying that when people identify what they want to do, having them doing so many things.
Sometimes you can't, like with kids, they're not exposed to the world, they're just growing up, so you have to literally
and then I do all them need to be exposed to as many things as something. I don't know.
So
why?
I don't think so. I think like how do you know if you like something if you don't try it? You can see it, you can hear about it, but you don't understand it until you try it or you have some formal experience with it. You understand? So I think it's
in a culture it's like maybe like
but
the
to me
Chinese
personally,
culture,
no, I personally
have...
agree with you with some things. Like for example, in some subjects, like certain topics me just know me not gonna use ever, like vectors and, you know, for draw the little chart something on the graph sheet, what name? You know that graph paper
where them always have it at the back of it.
I was so annoyed of that. Like I couldn't do the whole rotation.
And then when them
exactly
that too. And then
but I understand that some people needed that because them are gonna build plane, them are gonna do all these things where
and I'm saying fine, and that's totally fine. So to those people, we appreciate you, we are big you up, right? But if you can go over there and you spend more time and focus on that to make sure you build plane and you build truck and you build all of these things, the world is a better place and you build a great standard, big up. But if me over here just say, oh, I want to become a communicator and I just want to be able to chat enough, let me do that. Me do that and have me do all of these things.
Yeah, but how would you communicate? Like for example, communication spans across all industries. How would you be a communicator if you were hired at an engineering company who would need to issue press releases on like an issue with an airplane or whatever?
I'm gonna read up on it something.
That's the point. So being exposed from it early would allow you to have an appreciation to say, okay, so you don't feel like a fish out of water all the time.
But me think think a lot of time you have people who are thrown into so again, so for instance, you say a communicator. I think a lot of time you have person you take them up and you put them for go communicate for one particular company where them have no experience.
Like
but the mere
me,
fact,
like
you and mine, so the mere fact that them just an excellent communicator, they know that yes, it's gonna take them a little time and something, but they still find a way to make it work.
Acknowledge that being exposed to these things early, even just briefly, would allow you to have a better appreciation and probably allow you to do your job better because you would have had some prior knowledge of it.
Yeah, I do, but I also think that being exposed to several things can also be a case where you're wasting time.
No, some pitney confuse, you know. Some pitney confuse. And if you know, say your pitney have a one channel, man, because some pitney, like you've seen the videos with the homeschooling, like a lot of kids just can't manage. And
then that's the next thing too. Like, I think, especially Jamaica know what about eat what you grow what you eat, and we have always been championing that and something. And a lot of kids are now home, especially kids in rural communities. And I'm not bashing them because you have a lot of these rural kids who are excellent, and when they hear 60 results, them get more than these town kids. But you have those who just can't get the internet, can't get the Wi-Fi and something. Now is the time where I would actually call on government and school and something. Talk up to make them and do more agricultural thing. Make them pick them start do things with them and rear animals and stuff like those.
Don't want to do that.
But that's the thing. So we're exposing to kids these things and wouldn't be able.
Suppose me as a child, okay, so you say make the pin them do what they want to do. Right? Me as a child, me see my big brother do scamming and me get up and decide me want to scamming. So
we're talking about legal things. We're referring to things within the education sector. We're not talking about why.
Okay, well, if you are no, but then you can channel them to saying, okay, it's important to know accounts, to know how to do your books, how to, you know, money, spending, investment, economy, them kind of stuff there. You know, things say if you see certain things like a child wants to die, you say, all right, channel them to this type.
But even so, to your point, so. You can, again, without a rigid school structure, right? And then this is why I think a lot of persons don't even excel at foreign languages in school, because them feel like say, oh my God, them need to know how to count from 1 to 10 in Spanish and somebody go grade them. If it was just a case where it seemed as if it was a by the way, a natural
so
thing.
If you were the Minister of Education for one day, what are some of the policies that you would implement in that one day?
First of all, I would ask, especially those kids in high school, to identify the subjects that them want to do.
Oh, but they already do that in third form.
No, they do that in third form. And no, so when I identify the subject what them want to do, between 7 and grade 9, you end up at those 13 and 15 subjects. You don't need that. Rubbish. First of all, and then the next thing was, oh, you're encouraged to do 8 subjects. Absolute rubbish.
But do you know that too? Alright, so for example, I didn't know Spanish because I came from a primary school and I wasn't exposed to Spanish in primary school. However, I was exposed to Spanish in high school from first form, and that's when I liked it. So that's what I'm saying. Being exposed to something kind of will make you know if you like something. Like, for example, I was exposed to chemistry, biology, and physics, and then I realized that I did not like these subjects. So that's why I just never choose them.
Alright.
I never do bad at it, you know.
Sure, but isn't a case where, well, I can't speak for myself, but you can't say if it's the same for you. When you had those subjects that you did like I literally got anxious. I mean, couldn't do the homework good. When the teacher come and ask you,
subjects where you like, you still get anxiety because
but I mean, it's even worse. And sometimes you have kids who completely tap out at school, you know.
It's like you want to just do away with school, period.
No, I don't want to do away with school, but more want the school system to serve the kids, versus it seems as if children are supposed to go to school and do the teacher and do the ministry things that is best for them. I think there's a big flaw with that. Country. Alright, you remember I'm not gonna call her name, but what we met when we did the play, and she said she worked at one particular institution where these kids are being trained to come take over them parents' business. Literally, that's they putting them on train for the foreign school. And something like that I think makes sense.
But they still do the regular stuff.
Not for the most part.
Yes,
she talk about the kids them do graphics because they match something.
But that's additional to their regular curriculum. Them still have to do maths.
It's within a business content.
So I don't want to do nothing in a maths, so I'm not going to do maths. You're saying
Alright,
many
wait.
kids them choose what them want to do. So I'm not gonna do maths. I'm not gonna do English because I don't want to do it. I don't want to be a communicator. I don't have nothing to do with English, so I don't want to do English. You're saying I should have a choice as a child, so I don't want to do them two subjects, yeah? So I should not be given them. That's
Yes.
not, but that's gonna be making you a stupid person.
I don't think so. That's the thing.
If you grow up and don't have a basic appreciation for the own
you prove my
language.
point there. You prove my point there. Because that's exactly how the kids them feeling at school, while a lot of them top out when it is that they take on these subjects where teachers in a class are call them stupid because they're not able to excel at them because really and truly them don't want to do them. This is why a lot of time people don't go class, you know. Not because because people are calling them stupid and them are going to say them done. Them just don't want to do it.
Yeah, but I still think school serves the purpose of giving us a basic appreciation for a wide range of subject areas.
Yes,
so we can
Fabian,
make more informed decisions.
But basic appreciation at the end of the day is not why we hire somebody. It's not why somebody matriculates in life.
People need well-rounded candidates when they apply for a job, and because we've done so many different things, we have an appreciation and we're flexible.
Nope. At the end of the day, when it is that we're gonna apply, if it is that a child is supposed to apply for some med something, you see the whole part history something them and the whole part literature, nobody now look on that, and them science subject them are gonna look on.
Yes,
so you
but
can
that's
always
based on
talk
the
about
specialty of the era, but guess what? That same person can probably go to another job. So it means that I won't be stuck in one field. Suppose like what's happening now with the COVID-19 and everything. That industry shut down, but you still have skill sets that can apply to another industry.
But that again is supporting my point, because I am saying that because
what you're saying is that we should choose what we want to do and stick to it.
No, I am saying that
to stick to that thing.
No, I am saying that if we are with this COVID thing now, right? Would have push people, and I say almost, I tell everybody, say forget the rural thing, forget blah blah blah. I will push kids for just things that them after the book smart, and there are particular subjects that make you smart.
Who is pushing kids for that?
What you mean the education system is structured like that?
No, that's why you have technical schools. That's why you have schools that specialize in
Fabian, these
technical
technical
aspects.
schools, and if we are being honest, we not look down upon them. A lot the education system and how people treat them when you hear say your child pass him.
I think you talk all over the place, because like the technical schools, whilst them allow you to do agriculture, yes, you still have to learn maths, English or whatever, so you can have an appreciation of how to not just stick in a one dirty farm, but you can.
Oh my God.
No,
but why you call it dirty farm?
No, you can learn how to become a business.
Why would you call an office a dirty office?
No, because the office not dirty, the farm dirty. You have dirt there.
Yeah, but you
have dirt there.
But why you couldn't just say a farm?
Yeah, but I want to say dirty farm.
But my thing is that my thing is that that's how the system is structured, to make it seem as if certain jobs are dirty,
no, it's not,
and therefore less than.
Like for example, dental that do farming and they've raised animals and whatever. Nothing is wrong with that, but I'm just saying other subjects are also necessary for these kids. So you can't just get up and say, oh, I want the hairdressing, so I really need to know how to do maths and English. When you want to open a hairdressing shop now, or you're going to do your thing, or you're going to know how to manage your bills and something. These things don't just always come like that to people, you know. School can allow you to standardize how you do things so that it's at least when you are able to interact with other businesses.
But hold on, but alright. And I think maybe it was lost in translation, right? So you say you want to do hairdressing, right? And this is something that is being offered at school. I am saying that when I'm teaching you hairdressing, I'm gonna be teaching you how to manage books and to a certain extent. Versus, wait, let me finish now, Fabian. Versus me, I do a full-on maths curriculum where I go to vector and all of these things. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying if I say that I want to specialize in a particular area, there are certain things that you would teach me from the various subjects that would not require me going through the same long process.
Well, what you need to understand too is that, like for example, maths and English, there are certain topics or subjects that people will gravitate to and others that people will just block. Like for me, I would gravitate towards more the basic stuff, the fraction, the working out problems, but me can't gravitate towards the more technical aspects of mathematics. And that shows that, especially for arts-based people, you will grab aspects or subject or topics in areas that you know would apply to you. So for example, me, you know, some of my business, the aspects of maths and accounts that apply to me, I take that and hold it dearly. For a hairdresser or a hairdressing student, yes, they might not like the algebra and the whatever, but they will take to the whole money management part of it with them, can learn for other subtract and find percentage and them.
But why we can't just teach kids these things?
No, but my thing is, you have to have an appreciation that it exists. So you can know, say, somehow something will apply. Sometimes it doesn't apply. Sometimes we don't use, but not what we learn. But at times there are aspects of it that we can utilize in our own jobs, in our own life. A lot of things where I've learned at UA, me never know, so I need them, but some things come back. You understand? Hey, the road full of potholes. Jesus Christ, me.
And there goes the traffic.
And him a blow and a carry on with the red light.
Wow,
right
look how far you
there.
reach.
Wow, right here. Look
Wow.
at it, right on the window.
Wow, look at it.
Right beside me. And him a dead.
I don't know. But I guess I don't know, people. I just still think that I wish it was a case where, and then
So,
for me, for me, like even with high school, I think for me what particular went wrong was that I got the impression that there were certain professions that would make you better than or be successful in life, and then I went and did a particular degree. No regrets per se, but I mean, it's
So
not
that was
really
the reasoning why you chose that degree?
what based on the subjects I did in high school, and then
I'm
based
saying
on what
and
based on
the reason that you gave was that you'd be better in life and that this is what you, those are the reasons that contributed to you choosing that?
that's all a part of it, not the only thing. That was the only thing.
Because for me, that was never the reason why I chose where what I did at UA or the degree I did. I just me like entertainment personally, and that's why watch this. Watch ya. Hey, Jamaican drivers are horrible. Yeah, so the reason I chose it because I feel like I just didn't like it, and I realized that was something I wanted to do. Actually, it was between that and teaching, and I think I'm good at teaching as well. But me they just know something like doing it, and unlike feeling like me want to get on in life and whatever, me just do something I feel like me that enjoy. And I know I couldn't do the finance thing because I worked at banks, more than one, and it just was not the formality and the stuffy, and that wasn't me. Maybe I'll end up back there somehow, but we know that's not me.
Yeah. Alright, so now in the comment section we can know what you would think. Should kids just be out here exploring all these subjects so they can identify what it is that they like, or we should just streamline them from very early so that they can just go straight along a path and maximize them time and efforts, and then maybe, who knows, be better at it. Until either tomorrow? Maybe.
Tomorrow? You go work tomorrow?
I don't even know. Alright, later, yeah. Until next video. Bye bye.
Bye.